Today we have 4 1950s Strat reissues, and they will be competing to see which one holds the title for the best reissue. Here are the rules. We'll be comparing 2 guitars at a time based on their affordability, playability, tune stability, sound, and how accurate they are to the 50s model they represent. First off, Nate and I are going to compare the 1950s Squire Classic 5 to the 1950s Vintera 1. So I'm holding the 1950s reissue of the Vintera.
And we have the classic vibe Squire here. Yep. Also modeled after a 50s Fender Strat.
Yep. So these lower ended models have a little bit, they're not specific to a year in the 50s. They're specific to just the 50s era.
50s style.
So there's a little bit of difference, but we're going to be comparing them anyway based on kind of what they're aiming for.
We have to have a tournament somehow.
Yeah.
Right?
So let's start with affordability. So those Squire Classic 5s are great guitars, and they go for $429.99.
$429.99. That's a great deal for a great guitar.
Yeah. This one we have on sale at $949.99, which is a great deal for the guitar.
Heck yeah.
Because the Vintera 1s are going out, so that's why they're going out.
Mm-hmm.
But the Squire Classic 5 wins on that one. So we got 1 for the Squire Classic 5.
You at least get 1 point, good buddy.
Yeah.
Good job. You made it.
Next up, we have playability. So let's see which one we like more. This one has kind of a fatter V-neck. That feels weird to me.
Does the V-neck feel weird to you? I really like the neck on that one. I know I'm gonna like that one the best. And then on the Squire, I think that this is more of a modern Fender Strat neck. I don't think there's very much old school about this.
Well, and we'll get to that stuff in a second. So you like this one playing better. Let's switch real quick.
But I guess the playability factor is because of the neck. I think this neck feels great. I think that's probably just a personal preference thing.
I think I like this one better.
You do? Well, you're a modern guitar player, Tyler.
That's true.
You have modern sensibilities. Oh.
I like this one, so we're gonna have to call it a draw.
We're calling it a draw. What's our next category?
How well they stay in tune. Tune stability.
Tuning stability. So what do I do here?
I'm gonna start bending on this thing like crazy. Go for it. One's out.
That's pretty out of tune. Pretty close.
Yeah.
That sounds still pretty good. That sounds pretty good. Here, you give it a go on this one because you rip it harder than I can. We lost a little bit there.
I think this is still a little bit.
It's still closer. It's still closer. Ooh, I don't know.
What do you think? I think this one kind of takes tune stability out.
Yeah, that one wins for sure.
Let's talk about the sound of these. So we're gonna probably switch amps a little bit too, but I'm going through a Fender Blues Deluxe and you're going through a Fender Princeton reverb. I mean, that amp sounds great.
Have this set up over there.
So I'm on the 4th position. All right, let's switch amps real quick. I think this one has.
Oh, go ahead.
I think this one has a little bit more.
Out of the Princeton, that guitar sounds like it has a fuller sound.
Yeah.
It just sounds like there's more body to it. They sound pretty good. But I think I got to give it to the Vintera too, yeah.
So we got 2 on the Vintera, 1 on the Classic Vibe, and then it's a tie for affordability or for playability.
Playability, yeah, we're splitting it on that one.
Yep. All right, so let's talk about which one is more period accurate. So this one has a 5-way switch, which is not accurate.
They did not have that in the 50s.
But that one also has a 5-way switch.
So we're losing. They're both losing points there.
Yep.
A couple other things about the Squire that are not very 1950s. We mentioned the neck earlier. I think that this is more of a modern Fender C-shaped neck or something like that, probably.
Yep.
Where it is definitely different from the bottom down here to the upper register, and there's something going on there. It does have the older vintage tuners. Another huge thing.
Let's stop and let's go with this neck.
Okay,
so that
go
one's
ahead.
the neck is not accurate there.
No good.
This one is pretty accurate. I'd say it's like 56, 57 range with a V-shaped neck. You can't really tell on camera, but you can feel it. It's a fat V-shaped neck, which is pretty accurate to the 50s.
Yeah, and it's because they listened to the players and they said, the necks were too big, and so they started shaving off some of them, and it just made it a little bit more contoured and easy to grab.
So I like the feeling of that one better, but it's not accurate. So we'll say the neck's more accurate on the Vintera.
Yes. The truss rod access on the Squire is wrong. Back then, the truss rod, you always got it right here.
Sure.
And then now here, it's like more like a modern style where I would adjust the truss down here by the neck.
And then this one is accurate because it is by the neck joint. You can kind of see it under the pick guard. So yeah, this one, we definitely have a 1-ply pick guard, which is very period accurate. Yours
This is also 1-ply, but it's like got this beveled. It's modernized. It's modernized. They're taking some modern sensibility with the 1950 style.
Yeah. And then the wood, let's talk about the wood body woods. So this is an older body, which is period accurate. I think this is kind of going for like a 57 range.
Yeah, the late 50s model, and they do a good job. This is a great guitar.
Yeah.
The Vintera.
So this 57 older body takes it, and that's a pine body.
Which is not what they used in the 50s.
They do actually have an accurate 54 string tree.
Oh, the string tree, yes, that's right. So this would have been like it was, they switched to a butterfly string tree like this in 1956.
Which is still accurate.
Yeah. So they both are getting points there. But is there anything else that we need to run over for?
No, I think we're there. So we're going to say the Vintera wins period accurateness. So the classic vibe is gone. Let's move on to scene 2 with Reed and Ken talking about the Custom Shop limited edition 1956 and the American Vintage Chew 70th anniversary.
All right, hey, we're back. Thank you guys for joining us. Nate, Tyler, thanks for opening it up with us. Two early guitars. They put the old guys on the old guitars. So we're reviewing, or we're checking out the differences between the 50s reissues guitars on the Fender Stratocaster. I was looking through things. You know, when they sold the first one, the first 54, you could buy it for $224 without a tremolo on it, right? I think it was $249 with a tremolo on it. And today, if you were to buy one, it'd be about $64,000. So if you have one, make sure it's insured. All right, so if you've got an original 54, unblemished would be better, untouched, or not untouched, but like not changed. I think.
And if you bought it at Roxy Music back then, we'll give you a full refund for the amount.
The original price, we'll take a return on the original price. Yeah. So we're comparing, and we're kind of doing a head-to-head competition to see which one we like. We're looking at affordability, playability, tune stability, and the sound, and how accurate it is. So to get into it, I'm holding the American Vintage 2, the 70th anniversary. What do you got in your hands?
Which one's more affordable?
Well, let's ask Reed what he's got in his hands, and we'll tell you real quick.
So yeah, this is obviously this is what they call a relic. It's a brand new beat up guitar.
Yeah, everybody comes in and says, why do they sell that guitar so expensive, that beat up?
I've had people say, you better take better care of your inventory. You're letting people beat them all up like that. This one is so it's a custom shop. It's a 56 replica.
Affordability, I think both of these, you know, they're on the higher end as far as you get there. You know, this one's sitting at right around $2,400, depending on, you know, if you find it on sale. I'm told I've got an actual price. The actual price is $2599.99, so $2,600. Don't quote me on the first one, because I would have sold it too cheap.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. This one's at $4,400. So yeah, that's a serious commitment.
Yeah.
It looks like it's a 50s.
But, I mean, did they have that finish in the 50s?
That's true. This is not an original color. They did kind of take some liberties on that.
Yeah, on the original color. But everything else is pretty close. The wood type is pretty close.
Neck shape.
The neck shape, yeah, what do I have? I think I have a C shape on here, it feels like.
Yeah, and this has that kind of soft V.
The soft V.
So they're on the fatter side compared to modern.
Yeah, that modern one, which I think Nate had on the probably on the classic vibe was.
But a lot of players really like fatness. There's a lot of people that don't.
Yeah. So anyway, the affordability out of these two.
Yes.
Out of these, well, this one definitely wins affordability.
It only wins affordability because it's less money. So.
Playability, I don't know. I'm a cowboy chord guy. I like that. The C shape feels good. Yeah, that feels good. Feels good. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, that's way lighter body. Holy.
Yeah, it's substantial.
Oh, hang on, this is down. Oh, I'm playing it through the. Oh, well. That plays pretty nice.
I don't know. I think maybe the action's a bit lower on this in terms of playability.
I felt like the action's lower on this guy.
I kind of like the feel of that neck.
But I'm a sucker though for sanded necks.
Sanded necks.
Yeah, I mean this has a sanded. Yeah, I'm a sucker for a sanded neck. So I mean this guy, I think the neck. I like the neck feel on that a little bit better, maybe. Yeah. But I definitely like the sanded neck. So,
yeah, I kind of like that one better.
Yeah, I think so. This one definitely plays a little bit better.
Okay.
I think we're saying. Are we saying playability's better here?
I think I like the playability on this guy a little bit.
Personal, yeah.
Yeah, I think playability. This one wins actually. Tune stability.
gave me a whammy bar, I bet I could throw her out.
Intonation feels pretty decent. At the top. That's one thing I struggle with my ooh. There we go. No,
I guess this one has to lose in staying in just because it just fell out. If we have to have a clear winner, this one wins.
Is it still in tune? Let's see. Uh-oh. I don't know. They're pretty close. I think we got to give it a draw. I mean, you're tuning the knobs. Accuracy though. So the interesting thing with the accuracy, this was definitely going to take it because, I mean, first of all, the finish loses because the original Strat in '54 was the two-tone sunburst. Like they didn't even add the three-tone until the '60s. So this has got a two-tone on it, I believe.
They've done these 50 Strats off and on over many years, and I think they keep trying to get as close to making it like you just got it in the 50s, 57 or whatever.
Lacquer finish on this. Yeah.
The one-ply pick guard.
One-ply pick guard. The tuning or the knobs.
The knobs are a very unique shape.
Yep.
We learned today it's because of the kind of plastic they were using at the time.
Yeah. This one, I think accuracy. This one's got a three-switch.
Three-way switch.
Right. They didn't add the five-way. They balanced it.
Yeah, people would wedge it in there.
To get that phasing. Where this guy has the.
This one wins in accuracy.
Accuracy, I think that one wins just simply because it looks more like the. Sound-wise, I mean, man.
You can change it.
Sound-wise. What pickups are on these, Tyler? Do you have that?
The actual
which
54
would have been the
pickup,
Aldeco?
magnets
Yep,
for sure.
Aldeco. Yeah. So that's this or that one?
This one.
This one's closer to the custom shop pickups. That one sounds great.
Don't do that at home, kids. Those have more output.
Yeah, I can hear the amp wanting to break up a little bit
Yeah, I
more
would
with
say
this guy
these
right there.
probably have a higher output pickup.
Yeah.
Which I might say sounds better. I think these are probably more authentic.
Yeah, more and cleaner. There's definitely a sharper cleanness to those. Are we hearing the buzz?
Yeah.
I felt like that was a cleaner sound. This one really started. Yeah, it's right on the edge of breakup.
Pushing
there.
it, yeah. So that's
Yep.
these are probably more period correct in those. Are just kind of
Yeah,
souped up.
So which one wins?
I'm gonna have to go with these right here.
Me too.
Yeah, I like this. Kind of lends more to what I enjoy.
Yeah, I would forego the authenticity. Snore. It's still tight.
It's dead tight. So here's the. I mean, for me. Oh man. I don't know. That's tough. I would have to probably move this guy on personally.
I do.
I think I enjoy this one a little bit more. I'm not a real heavy Relic fan. Like that's not my cup of tea.
No. Doesn't it just feel great?
Yeah. So yeah, I think this one goes on for me.
I get this is a good swallow.
Yeah.
Battle of the Strats commences, and what we have left is the limited edition 1956 custom shops
Okay.
to the 50s Vintera 1 series.
They don't give an actual year on this one.
Nope.
They just call
it's
this
just a generic 50s.
50s. Okay. Remind me what did they aim for in the 50s
So
style?
that one, when we were going over, it looks later 50s, probably 57-ish.
Okay.
So it's actually pretty similar to this one, except it's not a custom shop and not relict.
The neck on this one feels a little bit less beefy than that one right there.
Yep, and there's more of a V shape on that one than this one. So let's talk about affordability.
I mean, is there really?
I mean,
like if you're basing it on price alone, is there really a chance?
The reason is we want to give this one a chance to beat this one.
Ah, I got you. I mean, sound-wise though, is this American?
It is not. It's
Okay,
Mexican.
this is Mexican. All right.
Yeah.
So sound-wise though, I mean, this thing sounds killer.
Yeah.
It sounds stratty.
Yep.
Yeah, it sounds stratty. So it's got that Strat tone.
Said it earlier, but that one's going for $949.
$949. Well, do we have it on sale for $949?
Yes.
Yeah, so we're clearancing it out. So
Yeah.
get yourself a deal on that.
But the Vintera is out of production.
Right. So we're in the Vintera 2s, which
Yeah.
we have. So yeah.
Yep. This one's we're for $44.20.
$44.20 on Amazon.
Which is also on
$44.20.
That'd be
That
nice.
is a steal. No, $4,420.
$4,420.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yep. So that one wins affordability, obviously.
Yeah, by a long shot.
Yep.
Unless my wife found out I was buying something, maybe not.
So playability.
Yeah.
This one has a really fat neck.
Yeah. I should
There's a slight V to it, I think.
It plays great.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing plays. I think that plays fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, that plays great. Well, that's a big neck. Let's do that. Should be minor.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
I like that one. This one is very sticky neck on the back.
It's because we like sanded necks.
Yeah.
I do love a sanded neck.
It's that's the first thing I noticed. That one is fatter, which
Way fatter.
I prefer thinner.
Yeah, it took me a little bit by surprise
Yeah.
when I first went from that one to this one. I was like, oh, this is a really fat neck. But then once I sat in on it, I was like, but I kind of like that.
Yeah.
And maybe I like it because it's a sanded neck.
Yeah. I think that's more important to me is because it's very difficult to slide on this. It
Yeah.
sticks. That one just smooth. So,
Yeah. I mean, string height and string action kind of felt very similar to me.
yep.
You know, I couldn't really tell the difference in the action. Like, yeah,
This one
so
might be a little high, but it
felt pretty accurate. The
Yeah.
neck is really the difference
Yeah.
in this. I'm going to say, I kind of like this neck.
I think I like that
I like
one
this
too.
neck a little bit
So
better.
the custom
And
shop takes playability.
that surprises me because I would not ever say I like a fat neck. But you know, I have that Gibson SG that's got a really super fat neck on it. I have a Japanese Strat that's got more of that style of neck on it.
Sure.
So I'm kind of used to that. My PRS I think has a fatter neck on it. So maybe it just kind of feels a little more like home.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, I think playability for me has to go here.
Yeah, then let's see how they do tuning.
I don't know if you can hear that on your end over there, but this baby was way better.
I'm gonna grab a tuner and retune this one.
I mean, you didn't even bend it as much as I bent this one. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give tuning to this guy right here.
So
tuning wins here.
All right.
Playability wins here. I can already tell you which one I like the sound of better.
What's that?
Huh? I like the sound of this guy right here.
Yeah.
I think Reed and I, when we were talking about it earlier, I think the hotter pickup in this lends more to what.
Yeah. Should we change amps?
Yeah, we can change amps. Did you already talk about what we're playing through here?
We did earlier, but we'll remind everybody. We're playing through a Princeton reverb amp and then a Fender Blues Deluxe.
Yeah, so I mean that's like a 40 watts, so it's got a lot deeper sound. Yeah, see?
Yeah, no one sound.
This has custom shot pickups in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll double check that and we'll throw it on the screen. I think so.
We'll correct it up. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
There's just a little bit of more guts in this. I mean, I can push the amp.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give the sound to these pickups right here. I really like these.
So let's talk about the accurateness. Even though this one technically won already.
Did it get all the points?
Yeah. So.
Accuracy for style or for like what's in it.
So these are both pretty much like a 1956, 1957 guitar.
Okay.
So how close is it to that?
Okay.
So this one definitely has a V-neck.
Okay.
Yeah, you can feel it. That one I'm not sure on. It's very.
It feels C to me.
Yeah, it just feels C.
It feels like a fat C neck to me.
Yeah. So that is not accurate for 56.
Okay.
In 56 they were using a V-shaped neck.
Okay. Yeah, I mean it's.
Is that a one-ply pick guard?
Yeah, I think it is a one-ply pick guard.
Yeah.
Which is pretty standard.
The string trees are accurate for 56.
Okay. On both of them.
Yep.
Okay. Mine has rustier tuning pegs. More.
Yeah, that's just finished.
More stylized.
Yeah, I think that's part of the
custom shop.
relicking process. These are still vintage tuners though.
Okay, still a vintage tuner.
Yeah.
So.
They both have 5-way switches.
Okay.
Which is not accurate.
Right. Yeah. So we determined. So 50s had 3-way switches.
Yeah.
So.
But they could. A lot of the players would like.
Yeah.
Force it into the
balance it in there.
Yeah. This one has a gloss finish, which is not accurate.
Yeah. So it would have been a lacquer finish. Yep.
So it's actually fairly close. I mean, this one, the pickups are going to be more accurate and stuff, but that one's going to take the period accurateness as well.
Period accuracy. I mean. So.
For the winner of the 50s reissue in our challenge, it's the
custom shop. Yeah. Too bad we couldn't get our hands on a real 50s and bring it in here.
Yeah, I wanted to. Well, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.
All right, until next time.